semua murid SMK Common Bukit Nanas, okay, dan juga kepada murid-murid daripada sekolah lain yang sempat mengikuti live channel saya bersama Sir Izzat untuk mata pelajaran matematik tambahan ini. Okay, selamat datang guys. Okay, apa khabar semua? Okay, saya doakan semua dalam keadaan sihat walafiat, okay, dan bebas daripada penyakit yang sedang melanda negara kita ni. Okay, so hari ini ialah hari keempat kita berpuasa. Alhamdulillah kita dah masuk hari keempat. Okay, semua berjalan dengan lancar. Kita doakan yang terbaik untuk negara kita supaya kita penyakit yang melanda ni cepat berakhir. Okay, sebelum kita mulakan kelas, saya ingin sampaikan satu pesanan atau bukan satu pesanan. Saya ingin ucapkan terima kasih kepada ibu bapa yang beberapa ibu bapa yang telah mesej saya secara personal di Facebook. Okay, saya tak kenal ibu bapa ini. Dan anak mereka juga bukan merupakan murid sekolah saya, iaitu SMK Common Bukit Nanas. Maksudnya mereka adalah daripada sekolah lain, dan mereka ucapkan terima kasih kepada saya sebab kelas yang saya buat ni nampaknya membantu, okay, dapat membantu anak-anak mereka. Jadi saya doakan, okay, kepada murid-murid saya ataupun dan semua murid, okay, yang mengikuti live kelas saya ni dapat memahami semua yang ingin saya sampaikan tentang matematik tambahan. Okay, terima kasih semua atas sokongan anda. InsyaAllah saya akan buat yang terbaik untuk anda semua. Okay, okay guys, itu saja mukadimah kita. Okay, now let's talk about the topic we want to learn today. Okay guys, kalau anda lihat pada tajuk, okay, di bahagian tajuk dia apa? Chapter 4, Surd. Hari ini kita nak fokus kepada 4.2 sahaja, iaitu understanding all about Surd. Kita nak memahami apa itu Surd. Tajuk yang kedua dalam bab 4. Kita ada 3 tajuk. Pertama 4.1 settle. Now 4.2. By hook or by crook, today kita kena habiskan juga 4.2. Okay, so I hope you guys sit and enjoy our lesson today. Alright, so guys, sebelum tu, pada murid-murid yang baru saja mengikuti live channel bersama Sir Izzat ni, okay, for your information, as usual, dekat bahagian description, I sudah provide you link untuk you guys download bahan-bahan yang kita guna untuk perbincangan. But don't worry, if you have a textbook, so guna textbook. Sebab perbincangan kita memang 100% based on the textbooks. Because new syllabus, KSSM, right? So kita guna textbooks. Okay? That's number one. As usual, satu lagi, number two, tolong update kehadiran dekat sebelah kanan ini, dekat sebelah kanan ni. Okay, live chat kat sini. Okay, murid-murid CBN tolong update kehadiran Kehadiran anda sangat-sangat penting. Okay, because kita kena hantar kepada school management. Alright, so let's start our 4.2. Alright, now tajuk dia apa? Surd. Malay we call surd also. What we going to learn in this subtopic 4.2 surd? Okay, I divide into 3. Ada 3 benda Pertama kita akan belajar ialah, okay, sebelum tu let me draw some my map dulu. Okay, first we want to define. Okay, and okay guys, actually in this subtopic, dalam bab ini, subtopik ini kita akan belajar 3 perkara. Ni dia. Surd, I divide into first definition, okay, how to define surd, and followed by the law of surd, okay, and the third, which is the last one, is rationalization of surd. So ada 3 makcik ni kita nak belajar hari ini. Okay, so make sure you understand the first one. Okay, all these 3 are actually connected. Okay, they are related. If you don't understand the definition, then you may face a problem. You akan jadi masalah untuk kedua dan ketiga. That's why you kena betul-betul faham dulu apa itu surd. Alright, okay guys, so let's talk about definition. Alright, sekejap. Okay, when when we talk about definition, okay, I pecahkan kepada tiga. First, we are talking about rational numbers. What is rational numbers? Okay, that's number one. Okay, followed by irrational numbers, and the third is recurring numbers. Okay, now what is rational numbers? In Malay kita panggil nombor nisbah. Okay, apa itu nombor nisbah? What is a rational number? Rational number means, okay, if we have decimal numbers, that decimal numbers we can convert become a fraction. Contohnya apa? Contohnya let's say 0.5, lebih senang 0.5. 0.5, if you press your calculator, you press your ABC, then you are supposed to get 1/2, right? So that means from decimal it can convert become a fraction. That one we categorize as rational number. So therefore, number one is not the surd. It's not a surd. So number one bukan surd. So if you have numbers, let's say if you have a decimal numbers, then you able to convert that decimal to become a fraction, that means that decimal numbers is not a surd. Settle. Okay, now number two, irrational numbers. Irrational number means nombor bukan nisbah in Malay. Apa maksud dia? Irrational number means, okay, let's say I have a decimal also, a very long decimal, and a very soft number of that decimal in that decimal numbers, and then when we press ABC, that decimal number are not able to convert become a fraction. That means we cannot convert the decimal to become a fraction. If you have a decimal number and then that decimal can convert become a fraction, that one is not a surd. But if you have a decimal number, when you press ABC, you cannot convert that decimal to become a fraction, that one we conclude as surd. Okay, now number three, that means irrational numbers is a surd. For number three, recurring numbers. Recurring numbers means is a repetition of number in the decimal. If we have repetition of number in our decimal, that one we also conclude as not a surd. What is that? Recurring numbers. Contoh 0.2222222 repeated numbers inside our decimal. So automatically that is not a surd. Because 0.2222, if you convert, it can convert, right? 0.22, sorry, 0.2222, not 0.22, 0.33333. Sorry, 0.33333 until infinite. Can we convert? Yes, it become 1/3. You see? Not only the number is repeated 3, but also it can be able to convert become a fraction. So whenever you have a recurring numbers, therefore that one also we categorize as a not a surd. Okay, it's not a surd for this one. So from 1, 2, and 3 here, only number 2 is the surd. Okay, irrational numbers is a surd. Rational numbers and recurring numbers is not the surd. All right. So please refer to the page, your textbooks. Your textbooks. Okay, here your textbooks. I tak ada textbooks. I just use the phone. Okay, thanks to Shuhan. Okay, from 4N. Because she shared with me the textbooks online here, okay, so memudahkan hidup, okay. So you may refer to the page 96, okay, page 96 for your textbooks, page 96 for the surd, okay. So now look at the page 97 example, okay, the example. You see the example. There's a table there, surd 3, okay. There's a 5 different numbers given. Okay, surd 3. Is that the surd 3 is a surd or not? Okay, you see here, surd 3. And then when the surd 3, when you press the calculator, okay. Okay, surd 3, surd 3. When you press the calculator, and then they are supposed to give you 1.732 blah 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 whatever. Okay, guys. So this decimal number. Can we convert this decimal number become a fraction? Okay, just press the ADC, shift ADC. See, when I press shift and ADC, it didn't change at all. It still remain the same. That means surd 3 is a surd. Because surd 3 is a irrational numbers. The value 1.73205 whatever is a rational number. The number that cannot be converted become a fraction. Right? Settled. Second, square root of 1 over 4. 1 over 4. So 1 over 4 means what? 1 over 2. When you solve the square root. So 1 over 2, can we convert it become 1 over 2 actually is 0.5, right? Okay, so 0.5 can become a fraction 1 over 2. So that's why 1 over 4 square root is not a surd. Okay. And then the third is cube root of 11. Cube root of 11, when we press the calculator, the decimal given will be 2.22239,800, blah, 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 whatever. So, can we convert become a fraction? No. When you press Shift ABC, the answer will remain the same, 2.22, blah, 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 whatever. So that means the cube root of 11 we categorize as surd. Okay. So the cube root of 27, then we know the answer is 3. 3 is a numbers, right? It's a number, so it's not a surd. And the root of the fifth root of 3, 1.245, blah blah whatever, also a surd, because when we press Shift ABC, the answer remain the same. We cannot convert this number to become this decimal to become a fraction. Okay, guys. Hopefully you guys paham, eh? That's the example from your textbooks. Okay. Now, next is example 6. Okay, guys. Now we are talking about recurring numbers. Right. If you look at the definition, I told you just now, definition of surd means is a irrational numbers. If we have recurring numbers, that means that is not a surd. Okay, what is recurring numbers now? Okay, look at example 6. Okay, mudah saja sebenarnya. So example 6 is not a surd. Okay, it just the example just give to you is a recurring decimal ataupun recurring numbers, and then the soalan asking you to convert this recurring decimal to become a fraction. Okay, sebenarnya benda ni sangat mudah. Okay, alright, example 6 we discuss everything here. Okay, so A 0.676767 mati sampai mati. Okay. Ini yang I panggil recurring numbers. Okay, nombor ni nombor popular berulang. Melayu dia. Okay, ketidakterhinggaan, something like that lah. Okay, alright. So 676767, they are repeated number 67, and then carry on by 67 again, and then 676767. Okay, so now how we convert this makcik to become a fraction? Okay. Okay guys, sebelum korang nak tukar dia jadi fraction kan, okay, cuba anda lihat dekat situ berapa nombor sebelum dia berulang. That means 6 and 7, 2 digit, right? And then followed by 6, 7 again. That means 2 digit here. So what you need to do is you must time with 100, because 2 digit, that means 20. That means 20, and that means it's a 100 actually. So time with 100. So apa akan berlaku? Dia akan jadi 100 and equals to 67.6767 ... Okay, now I assume that this one, okay, I time with 100. This one I assume as n. So when I time with 100, when I time with 100, then it's supposed to be what? 676767 ... right? Okay, so okay. Now, right. Now, I assume that this makcik here as n. So when I time n with 100, then it becomes 67 point blah blah blah. So how we solve this problem? Senang je. Operation always minus. So 100 minus n, how much you get? So you are supposed to get 99n equals to 67.67 blah 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 minus the top 0.6767 blah blah blah. So you are supposed to get 67 after you minus. Okay, so 67.6767 minus 0.6767, the decimal point habis, gone. Alright, so that's why the answer is 67. So now you need to find the value of n here equals to 67 over 99. That's all. Okay, because the soalan asking you to convert the recurring decimal to become a fraction, right? So this is how we convert from a recurring numbers to become a simplest fraction. So 0.676767 blah 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 actually equivalent to 67 over by 99. So you may check your answer betul ke jawapan kita ni. Tekan saja kalkulator 67 bahagi 99, then you are supposed to get 67 over 99. Press this one, it becomes 0.67677. Yeah, see, that is how we solve the problem. Okay, sangat mudah. Okay, itu example pertama. Now, example kedua, we got what we have here. Okay, 12.645, 645, 645. Okay. Itu tulis dulu. 12.645, 645, 645, dot, right? 645, okay, guys. Now, how we solve question B? Okay, look here. The difference between A and B is actually the number in front of the decimal point. Here we got 0, but this one we got 12. Okay, now, if we have the question like question B here, we need number one, remove the 12 first. Just don't bother about 12. Assume this 12 actually 0. Assume, just assume. Okay, so first thing is we just assume that the soalan is 0.645, 645, 645, dot. Okay, now you see you need to calculate how many numbers before it repeated after the decimal. Okay, 645, 3 digit, right? And then 645 again. So that means 3 digit numbers. Okay, so before that we assume n equals to 0.645, dot. Okay, since there are 3 digit numbers before it repeat again, so 3 digit stand for 000. 000 means 1000. So n we just start with 1000, it become 1000. N equals to the 0.645, 645, blah blah. We also start with 1000. So that it becomes 645.645, 645, dot. Okay, macam ni je, senang je. Okay, so first I assume n. Okay, first thing is I just I don't bother about 12. I just assume that 12 is 0. Okay, so that is similar like question A. And then second thing is, okay, I assume this 0 blah blah is our n. And then there's a 3 digit before it repeat again, right? So 645. So that means 30. That means it's a 1000. Okay, when we convert. So what we need to do is we take that 1000, we time with n here, so it becomes 1000 n. So 1000 here time with this makcik blue color, the 0.645, then it becomes 645 point blah blah blah. So what we need to do? Only one operation, right? I told you macam atas ni, operation is minus. So kita tolakkan makcik ini, 1000 tolak dengan n, it become 999n equals to 645 point blah 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 minus 0.645 blah blah blah. Then we are supposed to get 645. So n equals to 645 divided by 999. Then we are supposed to get 215 over 333. Okay, guys, this is what we are supposed to get. Okay, now we already convert the 0.645, 645 to become a simplest fraction. But this is not the final answer because where's your 12? We got 12 here. So that's why after we got the n, then you take the 12, you plus with this makcik here, then solve the problem. So 12 tambah dengan fraction yang korang dapat ni, then we are supposed to get 12,215 over 333. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay, after we got n, don't forget your 12. Before you solve the problem, you don't bother the 12, right? Then this 12 you take and put it at your final answer like this. So 12,215 over 333 is your final answer. Very straightforward, sangat mudah. Okay, that is what is the example about recurring decimal. Okay, recurring numbers. But this one, I told you, this one is not a surd. This one is not surd. Always remember that. Surd is a decimal number that cannot be converted become a fraction. You look here, all the recurring numbers that we have here can be converted become a fraction, right? So that's why this is not a surd. All right. So settle example 6. Now look at example 7. Okay, example 7 apa pula cerita ni? Determine whether the following terms are surd or not and justify your answer. Oh sorry, give your reason. Berikan sebab. Adakah mereka surd ataupun bukan? Okay. The cube root of 1 to 5. Cube root of 1 to 5. Tekan je calculator. Okay, tekan makcik calculator. Cube root 1 to 5. Berapa korang dapat? 5. Okay, 5 is a number. Okay, it's not a decimal, but just a number, just an integer. So therefore we assume cube root of 1 to 5 is not a surd. Settle. Number 2. The root of the fifth root of 1 to 5. Okay, the fifth root, okay? Fifth root of 1 to 5. Tekan kalkulator, kalau dapat apa? 2.62652780 and then try, this is the answer that you supposed to obtain. And then to check whether this decimal is irrational or not, we just press the shift and SD here. Can this decimal convert become a fraction? See, the number still remain the same. The number cannot be convert become a fraction. So the fifth root of 1 to 5 is a surd. This one is a surd because this number cannot be convert become a fraction. And the fourth root of 16 over 64. Okay, 16 over by 64 and then quad root Okay, the answer is 0.707771 blah blah blah. Okay, try to convert become a fraction. Can or not? Also cannot. So that's what that means. The question C also a surd. Okay, kenapa surd? Because it's a non-recurring numbers, non-recurring decimal, and also it cannot convert become a fraction. Okay, settle Alright, example 8. Okay, example 8 is square root 4 equals to 2 times square root 4. Explain. Soalan macam ni pun ada. Okay, I believe, I percaya you guys doesn't have a problem for example 8. Okay, so let's look at here. Surd 4, adakah equals to 2 of surd 4? Okay, surd 4 on your left side is a 2. And your right side is 2 times surd 4 is 2, so equals to 4. Adakah 2 sama dengan 4? No. Okay. So this is example 8 here. Square root of 4 actually 2, but 2 square root 4 is 2, 2 times 2 4. So 2 and 4 left and right is not equal. So that's why I put not equal like this. Alright. So from here we can make a conclusion. Okay, we can make a conclusion. The square root, the surd of A is not equal of n square root A. I can make this conclusion, right? Like this. The roots of n, the n roots of A is not equals to n times the square root of A. It's not equal, alright? Okay, settle our first part. Okay, first part. I told you we got 3 parts, right? Okay, the first part is done. Now let's talk about the self practice 4.3. Okay, self practice ni ada banyak tu. Oh, 2 soalan je. Tapi setiap soalan ada A, B, C, D. Alright, as usual, I akan ambil 2 saja. Alright, for self practice 4.3, number 1, let's say I choose A and donkey. Okay, A and donkey. So I leave it for you to do yourself for B and C. Alright. So A 0.787878 blah 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 whatever. Okay guys, the soalan asking here is convert this recurring decimal into a fraction. We know that this is a recurring numbers, okay, repeated numbers, and also it's not a surd. How we convert? We already learned here, right? Okay, so number 1A, just refer for example A here. You see here 0.787878. So the number that repeated, how many number before it repeat again. So there's a 2 digit here, 7 and 8, 2 digit. So that means double zero. Double zero means 100. Okay. So before we solve the problem, assume that n equals to 0.787878 sampai mati. And then because 2 digit before it repeated, that means 100 times n sama dengan 78.7878 blah blah blah. Okay, so what is the operation that we need to take here? Only one operation, which is minus, not plus. Bukan darab, bukan tambah, bukan bagi, only tolak, minus. So 100 minus n, you are supposed 100n minus n, you are supposed to get 99n equals to 78 point blah 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 minus 0.78 blah blah blah, that means 78. So n sama dengan, okay, tekan di kalkulator, 78 bagi 99. So korang akan dapat 26/33. Dan this is how we solve for question number 1A. Sangat mudah. Actually, for your information, Form 4, ini is a Form 5 syllabus. Okay, the current syllabus now, KBSM, Chapter 1, Progression. How you convert the what we call it, the recurring decimal number to be this recurring numbers to become a simplest fraction. Itu soalan dia. Okay, progression. Okay, so lucky for you, you guys belajar during Form 4. Okay, so I hope no question for number 1A. Alright, so let's talk about number 1 donkey. Korang kan tak suka yang susah-susah macam ni. Okay, tapi tak apa, kita belajar. Okay, number 1 donkey. Number 1 donkey is 13.567. Okay, 567 blah 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 blah. Okay guys, for number 1 donkey, okay, number 1 donkey, actually you need to refer to this one B. They are similar. We got 13 in front of the decimal, before the decimal. Okay, like this, 12 point something, right? This one 13 point something. I told you, just, okay, do not bother about 13. Just assume that 13 is 0 point something. Okay, so first thing is we need to assume that n. Okay, you nak guna huruf whatever huruf you like, doesn't matter. You want to use huruf A also can. Okay, I guna n lah because I follow the textbooks. Okay, n equals to 0.567. Okay, and then you need to count how many numbers before it repeat again. So 567. That means 3 digit. When we talk about 3 digit, that means 30. 30, if we convert, become 1000. So what we need to do is just take 1000 times with n, it become 1000n equals to 1000 times with 0.567, so it become 567.567 blah blah blah. So the operation always minus. So 1000 and minus n, you are supposed to get 999. 999n equals to 567. Therefore, n equals to 567 bahagilah 999. Dan kita akan dapat 21/37. Okay. Alright, 567 divided 999. Okay guys, this is what we are supposed to get here. Now, actually the soalan is 13 point blah blah, right? I assume that 13 is 0 point something. I elect equals to n, and then 567 3 digit before it repeat again. So that's why we need to start with 1000. So it becomes 567 point blah blah blah. Okay, so 1000 minus n, it becomes 999n. This makcik blue color minus this black color, it becomes 567. So n equals to 21/37. You can use your calculator. Okay, but this is not the final answer. If you look at the example B here, after we get n, what happened to our 12? We need to put the 12 in front, right? So you need to put 13 in front of n here. So therefore, the final answer is 13/21/37. Okay guys, this is the final answer. 13 point something. Okay, 13 point something here. Okay, so tak percaya, adakah ini jawapan betul? Okay, senang je. Guna calculator to check. Adakah sama tak dengan soalan? Okay, tekan 13 and then a fraction of 13 fraction 21 over 37. Okay. Alright, and then press equal and then convert. Sorry. 13. Okay. 13 21 21 okay, 37. Okay. Yeah, it show the same answer. 13.567, 567, 567, 567. Okay, so get the answer. Alright, settle. Okay, that is the first the first exercise for the first thing. Okay, for today. Alright, settle. I hope you guys doesn't have a problem how to convert from recurring numbers to become a single ataupun a simplest fraction like this. Okay, this is recurring numbers, and then this is how we convert become a simplest fraction. Okay, settle first part. The definition of the definition of surd, right? Now the second part is we want to learn the law of surd. Okay, now the law of surd. What is important about law of surd? All right. Number one. Okay, we got three things in our law of surd. Okay, three things we need to know. Number one is surd A times surd B equals to surd AB. Surd A divided by surd B equals to this one. Okay. Now, I believe that the first 1 and 2 you already learned during your form 1, form 2 or form 3. I tak tahu. Okay. So you already learned this makcik here. Square root of A ataupun surd A times surd B equals to A times B square root. Square root of A divided by square root B actually is A over B square root everything. You already learned this thing. I think form 2. Okay. Okay, I don't know. So, and the number 3 also you already learned actually. Okay, what is number 3? Number 3 is not the formula, but is a perfect square. Okay, perfect square numbers. Okay, so this tiga makcik sangat penting tu untuk ini tiga-tiga ni is a law of surd. The first two here, okay, you already learned, and the third here is not a formula but it's a number. Okay, it's a perfect square numbers. Okay, when we talk about perfect square numbers, it start with what? 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, etc., 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 right? Okay. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25, 36, 49, whatever. Okay. So please make sure you remember all these perfect square. Okay, guys, for your information, to solve the problem for surd, 1 actually is not involved. Okay, even though 1 is a perfect square, but 1 is a meaningless. Okay, that's why kita tak guna 1. So that means perfect square must be start from 4 onwards. Okay, so 1 actually, yeah, 1 is a perfect square, but when we want to solve the problem involving surd, 1 is meaningless. So tak perlu ingat 1 lah. So just remember 4 onwards saja. Okay, so that is the law of surd. Now let's look at example. Okay, example 9. Example 9. Okay, example 9 there. The square root of 2 times square root of 7. Square root 2. Okay, square root 2 times square root 7. So 2 and 7 similar like this, right? Okay, similar like this. Square root 2 times square root 7. So 2 times 7 is 14. So the answer is square root 14. Sangat straightforward. Okay, and B square root 24 over by square root 8. So divide pula. Square root 24 bahagi dengan square root 8. That means 24 divided by 8. Korang dapat berapa? 24 divided by 8. Korang dapat 3 kan? So the answer is square root 3. And also question C is square root of 3a times square root of 5a. So 3 and 5 you times 15. A times a squared. So square root of 15a squared. But ada but tadi kan? Okay. Mana ni contoh dia? C example 9. Okay, C. Square root 3a times square root 5a. Korang akan dapat square root 15a squared. Now, square root 15a squared actually is a combination of square root 15 and square root of a squared. Square root a squared equals to a. So the final answer is square root 15a. But how we write the answer? A is a number, so we must put in front. The square root 15 we must put at the back. So this is how we write the answer. Okay. So this is a surd. Okay, this is the operation on surd. So we simplify this makcik and then it become a square root of 15. Okay. So that is question C. And for question donkey also very straightforward. 21 divided by 7 which is 3. A over A mati which is 1. So equals to square root 3. Alright, settle example 9. Okay, mudah je kan? I kata soalan bab ni senang je. Korang je macam-macam. Takutlah apalah. Okay, as usual kalau ada masalah please tulis dekat bahagian ruangan live chat sini ataupun komen bila dah habis kelas lah Okay, sekarang ni kat mana kita? Okay, self practice 4.4 ready. So let's do the self practice 4.4. Okay, self practice 4.4. Wow, ada satu soalan je tapi ada banyak A sampai H. Okay, since kita ada 8 soalan, I ambil 4 saja. Okay, I will do the number A, B, G, H. A, B, G and H Yang lain korang buat sendiri. Okay, A, what's the soalan? Square root 3, square root 2 times square root 3. Very direct, it becomes square root 6. Settle. Okay. B, square root 3 times square root 5. Semudah ABC, square root 15. Okay. A and B, very direct. Okay. 2, 3, 3, 5, 15. Okay. 2, 3, 6. Sangat simple. AB dengan GH, right? Okay. G pula. Okay, square root 20 over by square root 5. Actually, we can make a big square root 20 over by 5 equals to square root 4 equals to 2. That's your answer for G. Okay. Here. So, this is the soalan square root 20 over square root 5. 20 bahagi 5, dia dapat 4. Square root of 4 equals to 2. Settle. And the H is square root 5 times square root 6 is actually square root 30 over by square root 3. Then 30 over by 3, square root everything, you are supposed to get the square root of 10. Done. Okay, that is the answer here. So for H, 5 darab 6 is 30. So 30 divided by 3, this is according to the second law. The second law, mana second law tadi? Ni, the second law. Bila divide, that means kita over macam ni. Okay, kita over. So 30 divided by 3, then we are supposed to get 10. Then that is the final answer. Okay, so that is question number self practice 4.4. Settle. Alright guys, next. Still on the second tajuk, law of surd. Okay, now example 10. Interesting here. Write the square root of 18 in the form of A surd B, where A and B are integer and A is the largest value. What is that? Semudah ABC. Ini yang I kata sangat-sangat penting. Ni, perfect square. Sangat penting. Okay, the purpose of perfect square here excluded one. The perfect square value here very important because you want to simplify the surd to become the most simplest. Okay. Okay, the simplest surd. When we talk about simplest surd, they must have a number in front of the surd. Okay, a number which is A here, a number, a big number, right? And then a square root of B, that is surd. Okay, so now look at the example 18. Example 18 dia bagi contoh kat situ ialah surd 18, right? Okay. Example 10 square root 18. Okay guys, how we convert square root 18 here to make us the most simplest ataupun to make this one become more we want to simplify the square root of 18 in term of surd. Okay. Now 18, look back at your perfect square. Perfect square start from 1, 4, blah blah blah, right? 1, I told you just remove 1 from the topic of surd. Okay, we start from 4 and then followed by 9, followed by 16, blah blah blah, right? So from that perfect square, what is the number inside the perfect square? And we time with another numbers to become 18. So 18 actually is what? 1 times 18. 1 tak boleh lah. Lagi 18, 2 times 9, right? 9 is a perfect square, right? That's why lah, I told you. You need to remember the perfect square. Actually, 18 equals to perfect square, which is 9 times 2. So, it actually is 9 times 2. This one. Okay. So, since 9 times 2, we can split this makcik to become like this. Okay. We can split this makcik to become this one. Refer back to your law of surd. From AB to become A times B like this. Okay, from this one to become this one, revert back. Okay, so the square root of 9 actually how much? 3 kan? 3 surd 2. Done. So this is how we convert. This is how we convert the square root of 18 to become 3 over 3 square root 2. Okay, kalau korang guna calculator, korang tekan surd of 18, square root of 18. Korang tekan calculator, jawapan dia terus bagi 3 square root 2. Macam mana dia dapat? Macam ni lah. This is how we dapat. This is how calculator compute. Okay, because the calculator from the soalan jump to here, right? So this step you need to show. How we show? This one. To show to simplify this makcik, you need to remember the perfect square number. Okay. Alright, so that is example 10 settle. Okay, so self practice 4.5 now. Self practice 4.5. Okay, number 1. Oh, banyaknya. Mark right on the correct statement. Okay, so yang mana yang betul? As usual, we have how many questions here? 10 Number 1, we got 10 soalan. So I pilih yang ini the first row I pilih 1, 2, 3 and the second row I pilih yang ke-9 dan ke-10. Okay, yang ke-9 dan ke-10 So the second last box. Okay, the first row, the question number 1, square root 5 times square root 7 equals to square root 12. Betul ke? Salah lah. Sebab 5 and 7, they are supposed to be times. 5 times 7 is square root 35. So 1A, the first box is wrong. Okay. 3 square root 2 times 2 square root 2. Ini I nak bincang. 3 square root 2 times 2 square root 2. Okay, so how we solve the problem? Sangat mudah. Just time the number with the number. 3 times 2, 6. The square root 2 times square root 2. What will happen? It become 2. So the answer is 12. So jawapan dia berapa kat sini? 6 square root 2. Salah. Okay. So ini sudah salah lah yang ni. Okay. 3 square root 2 times 2 square root 2. They are supposed to be 12. Okay. 3 times 2, 6 square root 2 times square root 2 is 2. 6 times 2, 12. Okay. You also may use the calculator to double check your answer. 3 square root 2 darab dengan time with 2 square root 2. The answer is 12. Right? The answer is mana tadi? 12 12. Right. And And the square root of 260. Yes. Square root of 260. Macam mana nak dapat 260 ni? Okay. 260. Okay, senang je. Kalau korang ada kalkulator, terus dapat kan? Kalau korang tekan je kalkulator ni tau, kalkulator ni ataupun grey color boleh. Okay, korang tengok square root of 260 actually equals to 2 square root 65. Sama tak? Sama. Ya, maksudnya betul lah. Okay, tanda right. Okay, tapi soalan dia ialah macam mana nak dapat macam ni? Final answer dia ialah 2 square root 65, right? Okay, guys. Actually, 260, okay, 260 is a multiplication between 4 and 65. Okay, actually it's a multiplication between 4 and 65. Okay, we double check. Let's double check. 4 times 65. Then you get 260. Alright, so we can split this makcik. So it become like this. Ni dia. Ni yang I kata tu. The square root 260 from the calculator equals to 2 square root 65, right? Yeah, betul. Tapi how to prove? This one. 65 260 actually is a multiplication between 65 here and 4. 4 is a perfect square. Okay. So 4 and 65 you split become this one. Square root of 4 is actually 2. Square root of 65 just remain the same. Settle. Okay. And then the second row, the last two box. Okay. 30 square root 27. 30 square root 27 bahagi dengan 6 square root 3. Right? Okay. 30 over by 6. You dapat berapa? 5. Square root 27 over by 3. Korang akan dapat square root of 9, right? 27 divided by 3, 9. And then square root of 9, you are supposed to get 3. Then 5 times 3, they are 15. Yes, correct. So the answer is betul. Here. For the second last, for the second last box on the second row. So 30 divided by 6, you are supposed to get 5. Square root 27 over by square root 3, you are supposed to get this one. You are supposed to get square root of 9. 9 is actually 3. 5 times 3, 15. Settle. And the last one here is square root 81 and square everything. So square root 81 square. So you are supposed to get 81. Yeah, betul. Because square root 81 square actually is a square root 81 times square root 81, right? Twice. So square root 81 times square root 81, matilah square root 2. So jawapannya 81. Sama juga dengan square root 2 times square root 2. The answer is 2. Square root 4 times square root 4. Answer is 4. So square root 81 times square root 81. The answer is 81. Sangat mudah. Okay. Number 2. Number 2, write the following in the form of A square root B. That means your final answer must in term of surd. Okay, must be in term of surd. Okay, dalam bentuk surd where A is the largest value. Okay, so ada 8 soalan kat sini. I pilih 4. Okay, so I pilih 2A, B, G, H. Macam biasalah. Okay, so yang lain korang buat sendiri. Alright, number 2. A, the square root of 12. Okay guys, for number 2, if you want to solve the soalan for like number 2 here, you want to convert the square root of something into a form of surd A and B, right? Into a form of A surd B, right? You must apply perfect square numbers, right? So for your information, 12, how we get 12? 12 actually equals to what? 1 times 12. Okay lah, 1. Tak boleh lah. Okay, 2 times 6. Yes, 12. Other than that, 3 times 4. Can or not? Can. So there is a 2 possibility, either 2 times 6 or 4 times 3. But in these 2 equation, which one consists of perfect square numbers? 3 times 4. So 2 times 6 tak boleh guna lah kat sini because 6 is not a perfect square. Okay, so 12 actually equals to 4 times 3. Okay, so from here we can split it becomes square root 4 times square root 3. So 2 square root 3. That is the final answer. Okay, very straightforward this one. Okay, so guys, the square root of 12 actually is a 4 times 3. Because why I convert this one to become this? Because we need to apply the perfect square number. 4 is a perfect square. Okay, 6 is not perfect square, even though 6 times 2 is 12. But 6 is not perfect square. That's why we cannot solve the problem by using 6. This is the way. Okay, so after this one, we can split this much. See, actually from here, we can jump to here. No need to show this method, but I show detail here for the first time, so that you learn how we find this much. Okay, so square root of 4 is 2, square root of 3, just leave it as square root. Okay, that is the answer for number 2A. Now, number 2 apa lagi? Number 2B, 27. 27 actually something times something, right? What's the number? 1 times 27. 1, I told you 1 we cannot involve in this in the surd problem. So, what's that? 27 actually is 3 times 9, right? So, for question B, surd 27 equals to square root of 9 times 3, and then as usual, split the square root, split the numbers so that it becomes like this. Okay, this is the answer for question B. Alright, so the square root 27 actually equals to 9 times 3. Why 9? Because 9 is a perfect square. So 9 kita keluarkan dapat macam ni, pisahkan dia makcik ni, dan makcik square root 9 kita tahu jawapan dia 3. So surd 3 just leave it as surd 3 here. Settle. Okay, apa lagi? Soalan mana pula? Oh, G soalan G Soalan G apa ni? Square root of 54. Okay, 54 pula. Square root 54. Macam mana nak relate ni? 54. Okay, 54. Okay, 54. Nombor apa 54? Yes, kita dah dapat. 54 actually what? There's a lot of possible numbers can be times together to become 54, but we need to relate with the perfect square numbers. That's the hardest way, that's the hardest part. Okay, so we need to think. 54 actually is 9 times 6. Okay, so 9 is the perfect square. So 9 times 6. So it becomes square root 9 times square root 6. So it becomes 3 square root of 6. Done. Okay, this one. 54 actually is 9 darab 6. 9 is a perfect square. Okay. So square root 9 ialah 3 dan square root 6 just leave it like that. Then this is the final answer for G. And the last one, H, is square root of 108. 108. Okay, 108 actually is a timetable of 9 times 12, right? Okay, 9 times 12. Yes, 108. That means 9 is a perfect square. We put in front, times 12 at the back, so we can split this makcik. And the final answer will be like this. I believe that most of you sudah faham the step. Okay, so sangat simple So the square root of 108, actually we can convert 108 to become 9 times 12 because 9 is a perfect square. You always remember that You want to convert this square root to become the answer in the form of surd like this, you must apply the perfect square numbers. Only one perfect square numbers. Okay, not both must be perfect. Only one. 9. The 12 that is not necessarily a perfect square. Only one number saja. Okay. So the 9 here we split and with 12 so that the square root 9 equals to 3 square root of 12. Settle the question of number 2. Okay, ada lagi tak? Oh, still ada Masih lagi the second tajuk second tajuk. Alright, the second tajuk here. Simplify the following expression. Okay, we still have one more, right? I think. Oh, 11, 12 and 13 and then practice 4.6. Okay, sekarang masa okay, masa pun dah tak banyak actually. Tapi tak apa, kita buat mana yang boleh. Okay, so let's look at the example 11. Simplify the following expression. Square root 2 times square root 3 plus square root 6. Okay, senang je. Square root 2 times square root 3 actually is a square root 6. 2 times 3. And then square root 6 tambah square root 6 is similar like A tambah A. because similar square root, right? Similar surd 6 tambah surd 6. So it's actually is a double surd 6, right? That means the answer is 2 square root 6. Very straightforward. Okay, for B, for B, you see the soalan is a bracket. We got bracket, so we need to expand our square root 7 so that it become, okay, when we expand, it become 6 square root 7 minus 7. Why? Because square root 7 darab dengan square root 7, the answer is 7. So the final answer is 6 square root 7 minus 7, settle. Okay, for question C, this one, square root 18 minus square root 8. This one, tak boleh nak factorize ke apa kan? Tapi you need to convert 18 and 8 to become, you need to apply the perfect square number inside, okay? So, let's discuss C, square root 18 minus square root 8. Okay, 18 and 8, okay, 18 actually is a 9 times 2. And then 8 actually is a 4 times 2, right? 4 times 2. So, it become 3 square root 2 minus 2 square root 2. So, the final answer is square root 2. Right? See, sama dengan buku teks. Okay, so this one, guys. Okay, for C, very easy. 18 actually 9 times 2. 8 is a 4 times 2. Apa nama tadi? 9 we split with 2, right? Square root 9, actually 3. Square root 2, just leave it as square root 2. Square root 4 and 2 we split. Also square root 4 actually 2. And then the square root 2, just leave it like this. Square root 2, same things, right? So that means 3 minus 2, 1, right? That means the final answer is 1 square root 2. So 1 tak perlu tulis lah. The answer is square root 2. Settle. Okay, that's question C. And donkey. Yes, donkey kita bincang. Donkey is about expansion the two bracket. Okay, kita tengok dulu soalan dia. Apa ni? 6 tambah 2 square root 2 bracket 1 tambah 3 square root 2. Okay, guys. Okay, expand slowly. Expand slowly. So, we are supposed to get a 6 tambah 6 times 3 is 18 square root 2. 2 square root 2 times 1 is 2 square root 2. 2 square root 2 times 3 square root 2 actually is a 6 times 2. So, we simplify this makcik. 6 tambah 12 is 18, right? Okay, 18 tambah 20 square root 2. Done. Okay, sangat mudah, sangat simple. Okay, so for the question donkey, for the question donkey here, okay, sama dengan buku teks. 6 darab 1, which is 6 here. 6 times 3 is 18. Square root 2, 2 square root 2 times 1 is 2 square root 2. And 2 square root 2 times 3 square root 2. 2 times 3, 6. Square root 2 times square root 2 is 2. So 6 times 2, 12. 12 tambah 6, 18. So 18 tambah 2 square root sini jadi 20 square root 2. That is the final answer. Sangat-sangat mudah. Okay. So, that is example 11. Now, example 12. Example 12 pula, apa ni yang dia nak? Simplify each of the following in the form of A surd B. Macam tadi lah. That means korang kena convert je menggunakan apa? What we call that? Perfect square numbers. Okay. So, 4 square root 27. Okay. Example 12. A, 4 square root 27, 4 square root 27. Now, before we simplify this thing, okay, 4, just leave it 4, but the square root 27 actually is what? 9 times 3, right? Okay, so it become square root 9 times 3, and then it become 4 square root 9 square root 3. It become 4 times 3 square root 3. So, the final answer is 12 square root 3. Look at the textbooks. Yeah, same answer. So, 4 square root 27, 4 just leave it 4, but 27 actually 9 times 3, and then this makcik we can split, become this one, square root of 9, actually is 3, 4 times 3, actually is 12. Square root 3, just leave it as square root 3. So, the final answer 12 square root 3, settle. Okay, and then soalan B apa? 7, 2, 4, 3, soalan B, Okay, question B, 7 square root of 2, 4, 3. Okay, 7. Okay, 2, 4, 3 actually what times what? Okay, 2, 4, 3 actually is a 2, 4, 3 divided by 9 divided by 9 divided by 3. Okay, so actually it's 81 times 3. Okay, that means 81 times 3. 81 is a perfect square. So 7 square root 81 square root 3. So 7 bracket 9 bracket square root 3. Then 7 times 9 is 63, right? Yeah, 63 square root 3. Dan that is the final answer. Sama tak? Yes, sama. Okay. Ini dia. So, inilah jawapan untuk soalan B. So, 2, 4, 3 actually is 81 times 3. 81. Okay, macam mana nak dapat ni? That's why lah. Very important about the perfect square. You must remember the perfect square numbers. And then you need to try and error. Okay, so 81 times 3. 81 we split and 3. So 81 square root actually is 9. 7 times 9, 63. Square root 3, just leave it as there. Okay, settle. And the last one, 5 square root 75. I think this one, you guys tengok kat sini sajalah. 75 actually 25 times 3. 25 square root, you got 5. 5 times 7, 5 times 5 is 25. Set 3, settle. Okay, and then dia kata apa ni? In the example 12, notice that the answer got the irrational factor. I see. Okay, if you look at the example 12 that we discussed just now, okay, you look at the answer here, we got set 3, we got set 3 here, and then the middle also, the question C also we got set 3, right? That means all the factor, all the irrational factor are same. Set 3, and set 3. Okay, now example 13, determine whether the set of expression given here have the similar set or not. This is what I mean by similar set. We got set 3, we got set 3. That means they are categorized as similar set. Okay. So example 13, adakah mereka sama? Senang je. Kalau korang nak check lah kan, senang je. Okay, kalau gunakan kalkulator lagi cepat lah. Okay. Kalau korang tengok 4 square root 12. 4 square root 12, actually 12 korang kena tengok 12 lah. 4 just leave it. But 12 you need to convert to become something time with perfect square. Ataupun perfect square times something, right? So 12 actually is a 4 times 3. Okay, that means 4 you can square root, but 3, that is the set 3. So the first one is set 3, the back, what you call that, the set. Okay, how about the second? 5 square root 18. 18 actually 9 times 2, betul? 9 times 2 actually equals to 3 square root of 9. Square root of 9 is 3. 3 set 2, right? So what is the set there? Set 2. So if you compare the first example set 3 and then example of second example is a set 2, sama ke? Tak sama ke? Therefore, we can make a conclusion here. The conclusion that we can make here is the 3 expression do not contain the similar irrational set. Okay, irrational number factor. Therefore, all these expression are not similar set. Senang je. Okay. Alright, that is example 13. Okay, ada lagi tak? Habis. Okay, now we are talking what's next is self practice 4.6 self practice 4.6. So self practice 4.6 ada 2 soalan, panjang pula tu. Okay, macam biasa I ambil 4 je. Soalan A, nombor 1 ada berapa soalan? 9 soalan 9 soalan. Okay, I tahu korang mesti tak suka GHI. Itu I tahulah. Okay. So, I akan buat GHI. Okay lah, I buat ni lah. FGHI. FGHI. Yang lain korang buat. Okay. Let's do F. Number 1. Self practice 4.6. Number 1, F. Okay, FGHI. Alright. F square root 7 bracket 3 tolak 5 square root 7. Semudah ABC. Expand je. Okay, kita expand. Kita kembangkan dalam dia. Okay, so square root 7 meet with 3. Dia akan jadi 3 square root 7. Square root 7 times negative 5 square root 7. It become 5 bracket 7. Then the final answer will be 3 square root 7 minus 35. Done. Okay, this is the answer. Okay, for number 1F. So we just expand square root 7 mix 3, it become 3 square root 7, square root 7 mix with negative 5 square root 7. So square root 7 and square root 7, they are cancel each other, become 7. 5 times 7 is 35. Settle. G yang G tidak tengok. Sebab dia tu bracket, expand. Ataupun I buat ni je. I tak nak buat lah semua. I nak buat F, G, H. I korang buat sendiri. Okay? Belajar sendiri Orang kena berlatih. Alright. Ada masalah? Tinggalkan kat komen. Okay? So, F, G. G is the two bracket. 4 plus 5 square root 3. 3 plus 5 square root 3. Okay. How we simplify this makcik here? Just do the normal expansion. 4 times 3 is 12. 4 times 5 is 20. So 3. 5 times 3 is 15. So 3. 5 is 25 times 3. Okay. So kita simplifykan dulu. 12 tambah 5 kali 3. 80. Okay guys, this is the answer. Please double check Please double check if I make an error here. I tak perasan ke. Okay. So G, the question is here. So apa yang kita kena buat? Just do the normal expansion macam korang belajar expansion. Okay. So 4 times 3, 12. 4 times makcik ini 4 times 5 lah is 20. And then don't forget the surd 3, cut and paste. And then 5 surd 3 times 3, 5 times 3, 15. And then don't forget to cut and paste surd 3. This one. 5 times 5, 25. Surd 3 times surd 3 is 3, right? So, 25 times 3 lah. You kalau dapat Arab ni, dapat 75, tambah 12, dapat 87, tambah makcik ini 20 tambah berapa ni? 12 20 tambah 15, so dapat 35, surd 3, settle. Okay, and one more. GH H. Pakai pen apa pula? Okay ni. H. The two bracket again, 7 minus 5 square root 7, 3 tambah 5 square root 7. Okay. So as usual, just do the normal expansion. So korang akan dapat 21 tolak 35 square root 7. And then this one, negative 15 square root 7 minus 25 times 7. Okay. And then the final answer will be, okay, 21 minus 25 times 7. So negative 154, negative 35 minus 50, negative 50. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay, so guys, please double check, alright? Please double check the answer, Okay, guys, H, this is the soalan. We just do the normal expansion. So 7 times 3, 21, 7 times 5 is 35 square root 7. Just don't forget to cut and paste. Okay, this one is 5 square root 7, 5 square root 7 times 3 is 15 square root 7. 5 square root 7 times 5 square root 7 is 25 times 7. Because square root 7 and square root 7, they are cancelling each other, it becomes 7. So 25 times 7, and we simplify with 21 here, we are supposed to get negative 154. Okay, 25 times 7 tolak dengan 21, ya, negative 154. Okay, and then this one 35 and 15, negative 35 minus 15, then we are supposed to get negative 50 square root 7. Settle, that is the question of H. Alright, settle for question number 1. Now let's look at question number 2. Okay. Alright, kita start kelas tadi pukul 1 kan, lebih kurang 1:30 kan. Okay, so sampai pukul 3. Alright, so lebih kurang dalam 20 minit lagi. I takut tak sempat aja lagi satu tu. Tapi tak apa, kita cuba tengok mana yang boleh. Okay, so let's look at number 2. Okay, number 2, determine whether the following set of expression are similar surd or not similar surd. Ini yang for question number 2, you just refer to example 12 and example 13. If all the numbers, okay, if all the equation given here When you simplify, you got the similar surd numbers. That means they are similar surd. Tapi kalau they are different surd, that means we categorize as not similar surd. Okay, contoh I buat mana I buat 2A, 2B, and 2C. Tiga tu. DE korang buat. Okay, 2A. 5 surd 80. Okay. 5 surd 80, okay, 5 square root 80 ni, 80 actually is what times what? Itu yang kita nak cari tu. Okay, 80 with perfect square. Perfect square, berapa perfect square 80? 40 kali 2 ataupun 40 kali 2 boleh. Tapi 40 bukan perfect square. Tapi kalau 4 kali 20, boleh kan? 4 is a perfect square. So 5 square root 4 kali 20. Okay. 5 square root 4 square root 20. So 5 bracket 2. But square root 20 actually is what? Square root 20 actually is a 4 times 5. Boleh lagi rupanya. 4 times 5. So 5 bracket 2 square root 4 square root 5. 5 bracket 2 bracket 2 bracket square root 5. Then we are supposed to get 5 kali 2, 10, 20 square root 5. Wow. Sangat mudah sebenarnya. Tapi korang kena berhati-hati. Okay, this is soalan, right? 5 square root 80. Actually 80 ni ialah 4 times 20, right? 4 times 20 because 4 is a perfect square. Okay, so we split become 4 and 20 like this. 4 square root is 2. 5 times 2 is 10. But 20 actually is also involve a perfect square, which is 4 times 5. 4 is a perfect square. So you need to simplify until it cannot be simplified. Okay, you need to simplify the numbers. So the square root of 4, you need to split with 5 like this. So square root of 4, another 2 here. So 5 times 2 times 2 equals to 20 square root 5. Now you see here, the surd we have here is surd 5. Right? Now let's check the second. The second is 2 square root 58, right? 2 square root 58. Okay. Square root 58 actually equals to what? 58. 58. 58. Okay, 58 divided by 3. 58 divided by 16. 58. Apa lagi? 58. 27 times 3, right? 27 times 2. Okay. Sorry, 27 times 2 pula. Bukan 27 times 2. 58 is what's the number perfect square? 58. 58 is 16 times 4, tak boleh. 16 times 3, 48. After 2, memang tak ada lah. 58 is the most simplest, 58. 58 divided by 2. 29. 58 divided by 3. Divided by 4. 58 divided by 6. Tak ada. Yeah, we don't have the answer. So the answer is just 2 square root of 58. That's all. Okay, because there's no number of perfect square can time with a number to become 58. Okay, so 58 actually, if we actually it's a 29 times 2, but 29 is not a perfect square. 2 also is not a perfect square. Alright, so cannot. And then apa lagi? 58 divided by berapa lagi? That's all, I think. Memang itu saja. Square 2 square root of 58 is just the final answer is 2 square root of 58. Okay, so you see here we got different, right? We got different roots. The surd 58, the surd 58 and the surd of 58 here, they are different. Okay, cuba yang terakhir 945 tu. Okay, 945. 9 square root 45. Okay, this one is 9 square root 45 actually is a 9 times 5, right? So 9 square root 9 square root 5, 9 bracket 3 square root 5. So we are supposed to get 27 square root 5. Okay. So this is what we are supposed to get. Okay, guys. You see? The first number 20 surd 5, right? From this one. And then the second number, this one's 2 surd 58. This is the simplest. And the third is 9 square root 45. Actually, is a 27 square root 5. So this is 5, this is 5, but this one is not 5. So what we can make as our conclusion here. So the conclusion is this expression has not similar surd. That's all. Has not the similar surd. That is your answer for A. Okay. Panjang sikit lah. Settle. Now let's talk about B. Okay, untuk B, 3 surd 3. The simplest. 3 is already simplest. Cannot convert again anymore. Settle. 4 surd 12. Okay, 4 surd 12. 4 surd 12 actually is a 4 times 3. So it become 4 surd 3. Okay. And then 4 times surd 4 is 2. 4 times 2 is 8 surd 3. Alright. And the third number given here is 5 surd 27. Okay. 27 actually is 9 times 3. Okay. So we can split square root 9, square root 3. So it becomes 5 times square root 9 is 3. 5 times 3, 15. Square root 3. Okay, guys. For question number 2B, number 2B here. Number 2B, the first surd we have is surd 3. For the second number, 4 surd 12, we got 8 surd 3 also. And the third number is a 5, 27 surd 27. Then we simplify, we got how much here? 15 surd 3. Surd 3, surd 3, surd 3. That means we can make a conclusion they have similar surd. Itu maksud dia. Okay. So just circle the surd here. So the conclusion that we can make here is they share the similar surd factor. The surd factor. Okay. So settle. And then A, B, I rasa cukup lah kot. C korang buat. Okay, I try E. Tadi A not similar surd. So B is, A not similar surd. B is similar surd. Okay, how about E? Okay, I try E, last one. E, 3 surd 27. Okay, we know that 27 actually is perfect square 9 times 3. So 3 square root 9 times 3, and then we split. So that it becomes square root 9 square root 3. Then 3 times 3 square root 3. So final answer 9 square root 3. Okay, that's number 1. Number 2, negative 3 surd 27. Negative 3 surd 27. Same, right? Similar like the first number, square root 27. So it become negative 3 bracket surd 9 surd 3, because 27 is 9 times 3. So it become negative 9 surd 3. And the third number is negative surd 3. This is the simplest lah. So is that all these three numbers share the same surd? Look at the surd and we circle the surd. Is that the surds are equal? Yes. If you look here, surd 3, and this one also surd 3. So that means we can make a question here. They share the similar surd. For question number 2E, settle. Okay guys, that is the 2 subtopic in the tajuk surd. Okay. Okay, masa sangat limited sudah hampir habis sebenarnya masa. Tapi tak apa. I think we still have time lagi. We still have time. So let's talk about the final. Okay, the final is the final of this subtopic surd. Rationalization of surd. Okay, rationalization. Okay. Kalau Melayu dia kita panggil apa rationalization ni juga. Melayu dia kita panggil penisbahan kot. Penisbahan lah, menisbahkan. Rationalization ni menisbahkan, okay, menisbahkan surd. Alright. So what is so important about rationalization ini? Okay. So sebenarnya dia ada ayat dia. Ini I short form saja. Okay. Sekejap. Saya tulis sikit. Rationalization ni, okay. Sebenarnya kita nak check pada dia punya denominator. Okay. Focus on denominator. That means when we talk about denominator, that means it must be a fraction. Okay. Now, number two, okay, rationalization, number one, we focus on denominator, and number two, it also have a formula. Okay, the formula names conjugate. First time dengar conjugate. I think you guys pernah dengar kot the words of conjugate before. Okay, but I don't know lah whether you learn this conjugate before. Maybe you already learned. Okay, so this one, rationalization. Okay, rationalization can be, okay, we can discuss rationalization. We can split into two. Number one, we need to look on the denominator of a fraction. And number two, we need to look into the conjugate. Okay, now let's talk about number one first. What is mean by focus on denominator? Now, if we have a fraction, okay, rationalization ni tajuk dia senang je. Nampak macam susah tapi senang je. Kalau kita ada, let's say if we have a fraction, and then contoh fraction I bagi fraction dia ialah let's say fraction dia ialah 3 over like this. Okay, we have a fraction and then our denominator got surd. Okay, ingat rationalization only if we face this kind of problem. If our denominator got surd, if on the numerator got surd, doesn't matter. If the numerator atas ni ada surd or not, doesn't matter. Kita tak nak bother pun. But if the denominator ada surd like this, we must apply the rationalization to solve the problem. Okay, so this is what I mean by focus on denominator. Okay, ingat kalau soalan anda pecahan dan yang mana pecahan anda dekat atas ni tak kisahlah dia nombor ke, dia ada number with surd ke, tak kisah. Tapi yang penting bawah. Bawah ini jika you guys ada surd like this, square root 3 ataupun number and surd like this, you must apply rationalization method to solve the problem. Okay, what is formula to solve the problem? Conjugate. Okay, conjugate. Okay, conjugate I divide into two. Okay, kalau ikut textbooks ni, okay, kalau korang tengok textbook, dia punya ayat panjang. Sebenarnya conjugate ni senang je. Okay, I divide into two. Conjugate. Number one, direct conjugate. Okay, direct conjugate, and number two, indirect. Sebenarnya I saja reka-reka buat direct indirect ni sebenarnya. Senang je sebab I nak split kan Direct conjugate macam mana contoh soalan dia? Okay, let's say I have the soalan like okay macam ni 3 over this one. Okay, this is my soalan. This is my question here. How we solve this makcik here? How we simplify this makcik? Because this is a fraction and our fraction here got surd in the denominator side. That means we need to apply rationalization. So to solve this problem, we need to apply for number one here. Number one is direct conjugate. Direct conjugate means you see your denominator here 2 square root 5, right? 2 square root 3, right? You take this 2 square root 3, you time with 2 square root 3 over 2 square root 3. That's all. That is what I mean by direct conjugate. That means to solve the problem, your soalan here got 2 square root 3, right? You take that numbers and then you put it like this. This is what I mean by direct conjugate. So kalau soalan korang macam ini 2 square root 3, ambil 2 square root 3, over by 2 square root 3 and then time with these two makcik. Okay, this is your soalan. Actually, this is what we call conjugate. Okay, this is what we call conjugate. Actually, the soalan time we conjugate still get the soalan. Sebab conjugate atas dan bawah the same. They are same numbers. Actually, they can cancel become 1. Actually, the soalan time with 1 tau sebenarnya. Okay, but 1 we convert become this kind of equation. So it become a conjugate like this. This conjugate to square root 3 is based on your denominator. Top and bottom, alright? Top and bottom. So this is what I call direct conjugate. Now, what is indirect conjugate? Okay, contoh soalan dia lain. Dia tak sama macam yang direct. Soalan for indirect is involved with operation. Contoh soalan. This is my soalan. What is the difference between the gold color and the blue color? The gold color, the denominator doesn't have operation here. Only 2 square root 3. But this one we call operation plus. So if we have operation plus or minus, we must apply indirect conjugate. Okay, apa itu indirect? So for this example, 2 square root 3 plus 1, we need to cut and paste the same thing, but we put minus. This is what I call indirect conjugate. If the soalan is plus, the operation is plus, so when you apply the conjugate, it will be minus. Cut and paste the same number, 2 square root 3 and 1, but the operation is minus. Kenapa minus? Kenapa minus? Okay, itu pertama. Kedua, kalau if your soalan here is 2 square root 3 minus 1, so your conjugate will be plus and plus. Okay, 2 square root 3 plus 1 over by 2 square root 3 plus 1. Okay, ingat the operation always opposite. So if this one is plus, this one become minus. If this one is minus, this one become plus. The soalan is why. Okay, kenapa? Kenapa dia kena opposite what you call that? Opposite operation. Okay. The purpose of we time with indirect conjugate because okay. Now, you still remember, right? A tambah B. If we time with A minus B, what will happen? This one. A plus B, if we time with the opposite operation, which is A minus B, what will happen? It become A squared minus B squared, right? That is the reason. That is the reason why we put minus here instead of plus. This is plus, right? So this one become minus because we want to form this equation A squared minus B squared. All right. So that means from here, 2 square root 3 plus 1, actually when you expand, it become what? 4 times 3 minus 1 squared. Betul tak? 2 times 2 squared, right? 4, right? And then square root 3 and square root 3, 3. So 4 times 3. And then minus by 1 squared. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, that's the reason. Okay, so guys, that is the, what you call it? That is your notes about rationalization. Okay, let me repeat again. So there's 2 things you need to know. Focus on your denominator. Make sure your denominator got surd. If your denominator got surd like this, therefore you need to apply conjugate. Okay, so there's 2 conjugate here, direct and indirect. For direct, like this is the question. There's no operation involved, either plus or minus, tak ada kan? So sangat mudah, just cut and paste your denominator like this. But if you got operation like this plus, that means you need to cut your denominator but use the opposite operation, which is minus. Okay, so you just expand then settle the problem. Okay guys, that will be final lesson of the day. Okay, so let's do some example before we end the class. Okay, since masa sudah habis, so tak apalah, kita buat sikit lah example. Nanti kita akan bincang lagi, okay? Alright, so example 14, example 14. So kalau anda lihat pada example 14, okay, example 14A. Rationalize the denominator and simplify each of the following. See? So apa ni? Okay, 1 over 5 surd 3. Okay, the first question is 1 over 5 sub 3 is a direct conjugate. Alhamdulillah. We need to apply direct conjugate. Saya puasa Saya alhamdulillah tu angin angin. Okay. Korang jangan ingat saya makan pula. Okay. So what is mean by 1 over 5 sub 3? That means we need to apply direct conjugate because there is no operation involved in your denominator. So what we can do is we just time with 5 sub 3 over by 5 sub 3. Same thing. We just cut and paste. Okay. We just cut and paste your denominator and put it like this. Okay. Then you just time the fraction and this fraction. So the red color is conjugate. Okay. The gold color is your soalan. So now guys, what will happen is 1 times 5 sub 3 actually equals to 5 sub 3 over by 5 times 5, 25. Sub 3 times sub 3 equals to 3. So the final answer is 5 sub 3 over by over by 75. So 5 and 75 simplify dapat berapa? 5 bahagi 75 korang dapat 1/15. So sub 3 over 15. That will be the answer. Same answer. Okay, the purpose of rationalization is we want to make sure our final answer, the denominator doesn't have the surd at all. Our soalan got the surd, right? We got surd at our denominator, the original question. And then when we simplify this makcik, the final answer, there is no surd at our denominator. That is the purpose of rationalization, the purpose of penisbahan. Reason kenapa kita kena menisbahkan persamaan surd. Ni lah dia. Okay, kalau Melayu dia, maksud dia. Alright? So, jawapan akhir, tiada surd dekat kita punya denominator. Okay, settle. Okay, how about B? B. Very clear. B must be indirect. Kenapa indirect? Sebab we got operation tambah dekat denominator. Okay, so for question B, this is we need to apply rationalization because our denominator got surd. Okay, 1 over 7 surd 2 tambah 5 surd 3 So, the conjugate will be indirect. Kenapa? Because the denominator got operation tambah. So, here, this is your operation tambah. And you need to copy your equation here, put it on your right side, but the operation will be minus top and bottom. Okay? So, 7 square root 2, 5 square root 3. 7 square root 2, 5 square root 3, but the operation will be minus. Okay, so same number, but the operation tolak minus and minus. You must it must be opposite from the original operation. Okay, what we need to do? I just expand on the top and expand the bottom. So we expand the top. We are supposed to get 7 square root 2 times 1, 7 square root 2, 1 times 5 square root 3, another same thing number. Okay, settle. Bawah ni. Okay guys. The top easy. 1 times this, 1 times that. Settle. But bawah ini. Senang je. 7 square root 2. Okay. You need to remember this one A plus B bracket A minus B, right? That means A squared minus B squared, right? So that means 7 square root, you just squared this number, so 7 square root 2 squared everything, 7 squared 49. Okay, I show you like this. Okay, minus bracket 5 square root 3 squared. That means when we expand these two makcik, blue and black, it become A squared minus B squared, right? So this is your A, this is your B. So A is 7 square root 2 squared minus your B is 5 square root 3 squared. So expand lagi. So korang akan dapat 7 square root 2 minus 5 square root 3 over by, okay, 7 squared 49 times 4 minus 25 times 3. Then we simplify this makcik here. 49 times 4 minus 25 times 3, 1 to 1. Okay. So, okay. Seven, 5, 23. 7 to 49. 49 times 2. Oh, sorry. Ayo, ni 2 2, ni 3. Okay, no wonder lah tak sama. Okay. Alright, so 49 times 2, 98 minus 75, 23. Okay, baik, I check. Alright. So guys, this is the method to solve the question for 14B. So you see here 7 bawah ini A squared, B squared. A squared you expand, you are supposed to get 49 bracket 2 and not bracket 4 initially I put 4 here, that's why I got the wrong answer 1 to 1. So actually it's a 2. Square root 2 squared actually is 2. So expand 25, the square root of 5 squared, 25, square root of 3 squared, actually 3, okay, same. So simplify macam ini, korang akan dapat 23. So atas over by 23. Settle untuk soalan B, right? And the soalan C, the final soalan here is C, Okay, soalan C. Okay, we got 1 over 2 sub 3 minus 5 sub 7. Okay, guys, this is the question C. Alright, is involve operation at our denominator, in our denominator, minus, right? So it must apply indirect. Okay, indirect. So for indirect, just cut and paste the same denominator numbers, but the operation will be plus. 5 sub 7, 2 sub 3 tambah 5 sub 7. Okay. This is our question C. Soalan, this is our conjugate, indirect conjugate. The operation is plus because the soalan is minus. The numbers, just cut and paste 2 sub 3 and 5 sub 7, same numbers. Okay, just do the normal expansion. So, korang akan dapat, atas senang sebab satu darab, korang akan dapat 2 sub 3 plus 5 sub 7. Tapi yang bawah, korang akan ambil 2 sub 3 close bracket squared minus bracket 5 sub 7 squared like this. That means A squared minus B squared. Okay, similar like this tadi. Okay, similar like this. A squared, the whole thing is A minus. This one, the whole thing is B squared, right? So, we just expand. Okay, so 2 square root 3 squared. So 2, 4, 4 bracket 3 tolak 5 squared 25 bracket 7. Okay, dan kita akan dapat 12 tolak 25 kali 7 negative 163. 2 sub 3 plus 5 sub 7. Dan that is our final answer. Sama tak? Okay, please double check. Okay, so this is the soalan here. Okay, the soalan here. So we done with the conjugate. Okay, the conjugate will be the indirect conjugate because we got operation here. So and then don't forget the sign will be different. The operation will be opposite. Okay, this one is minus, so the operation here will be plus. So just do the normal expansion. Ini yang bawah expand become this one. Expand 2 square root 3, it become 4 bracket 3. 4 times 3. 5 square root 7, that means become 25 bracket times 7. So simplify bawah, we got negative 63. Okay, this is the final answer. Okay, guys, we cannot put the negative at the denominator, and we must put the negative in the middle. Okay, we must put the negative in the middle. So, like this. You must write like this, negative in the middle. Okay, do not put the negative at the denominator. If you put at the denominator, it will be wrong. Okay, if the negative here as your final answer, it will be wrong. Kalau dalam still a part of in the middle of a solution, tak ada masalah. Tapi if this one you assume as a final answer, the negative at the denominator, that means your final answer will be wrong. So please be careful. So the negative must be in the middle like this. Okay, settle. Untuk example 14, ada lagi tak? Oh, kita ada lagi dua example, 15 and 16. Okay, kita bincang dua ni saja. Dan cukuplah. Saya practice tu kita akan bincang on the next class. Okay, sebab masa pun dah tak banyak. Bukan tak banyak, dah habis dah. Okay, tapi tak apa, kita teruskan lagi sikit. Okay, example 15. Rationalize the denominator and simplify for this makcik here. Okay, 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3 over by 1 minus 3. Okay guys, for example 15, okay, for example 15 here we have we got both sides, denominator and numerator got surd. Okay, according to the law of rationalization, I told you just now, right? This one, okay. This one, right? Rationalization here. If you want to apply the rationalization formula, you just only focus on the denominator. So if your numerator got surd, don't bother. Biarkan. Tak kisahlah dia ada ke tak ada ke, tak kisah. Yang penting if your denominator ada surd, baru you need to apply the conjugate. There's a two kind of conjugate here. Okay. So since this is a denominator, we got our denominator got surd here, and also operation. So this one will be indirect or direct? It will be indirect conjugate. Okay. So indirect conjugate means we just cut the denominator. Okay. We just cut the denominator. Okay. The conjugate, indirect conjugate. But the operation, this one is minus, so this one become plus and plus. Senang je, semudah ABC, right? So what we need to do for example 15 here? Example 15 here, we need to expand the top and bottom. Now, if you look at the previous soalan, the top is only 1 times this makcik, semudah ABC. But this one now you have equation and equation, equation and equation. So do slowly, okay? So that means the top also got the two bracket like bawah, this one. Okay, the bracket, 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 and bracket. So do the normal expression top and bottom. So for the bottom, senang because we already know a squared minus b squared, right? That means a squared 1 squared minus square root 3 squared. Okay, that is your bottom. Okay, your bottom is 1 squared minus b squared square root 3 b squared. Okay, but the top, careful the top. So for the top is 1 times 1, 1 times surd 3 is surd 3. Surd 3 times 1 is surd 3 again. Surd 3 times surd 3 is 3. So simplify, we are supposed to get 4 plus surd 3 plus surd 3 is a 2 surd 3 over by 1 minus surd 3 squared is actually 3. 1 minus 3, negative 2. So, we simplify this makcik. We are supposed to get negative 2 minus 3. Done. Sama tak? Yes. Okay guys, this is the soalan, right? And then we just time with the conjugate. This conjugate will be plus because the operation here is minus. Okay. So we expand the top, the bottom very easy because a squared minus b squared. But the top 1 times 1, 1 times surd 3, surd 3, surd 3 times 1, surd 3 times surd 3 equals to 3. Simplify di makcik here, 1 plus 3 1 tambah 3 dapat makcik 4. Tapi surd 3 plus together it become 2 surd 3 because a plus a equals to 2a, right? So it become 2 surd 3. Now, bawah ni pula 1 minus 3. So, it become negative 2. So, simplify 4 dengan negative 2, 2 and negative 2 cancel each other, it become negative surd 3. This is the final answer. Settle. And that is your example 15. Now example 16. Okay, example 16. Okay, example 16, we got operation here. Okay, write the blah 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 as a single fraction. Okay, 5 tambah surd 7 over 1 tambah surd 3. Operation tambah in the middle. 4 minus surd 7 over by 1 minus surd 3. Okay. Now guys, what is the difference between example 16 with example 15, example 14? Okay, the difference is example 18 is example 16, we got equation, a long equation here. This one we just only have a single equation. This one. We got this one only. The gold color here. Okay, there's no operation in the middle here, plus or minus, the big operation. But this one we got a big operation, which is plus, the fraction plus fraction, and both fraction got surd at the denominator like this. So how we solve the problem? Senang saja. You must simplify both of fraction. This fraction you must time with their own conjugate. This fraction you need to time with their own conjugate. Dia punya conjugate tak sama. Okay. So macam mana nak buat? Okay, 5 tambah surd 7 over by 1 tambah surd 3. Kita timeskan dengan, okay, the denominator is 1 plus surd 3. So, it become 1 minus surd 3 over by 1 minus surd 3. Okay, and then tambah 4 minus surd 7 over by 1 minus surd 3 time with, okay, 1 minus surd 3, the denominator is, that means the denominator is 1 minus surd 3. So the conjugate will be 1 plus surd 3 over by 1 plus surd 3. Okay. This one, guys. Okay, example 16, you see how I elaborate. This is the soalan, right? The red color. So this red color, first red color here, we need time with the conjugate of this red color. So this blue color is the conjugate for this one. And the second red color here, this one, we need to time with the conjugate, which is, this is 1 minus surd 3, right? So the conjugate will be 1 plus surd 3, 1 plus surd 3. But you need to simplify each of the fraction, okay, with their own conjugates, okay? So kembangkan makcik ini, kembangkan makcik ini, and then selesaikan. So kalau korang buat, expand everything, okay? When you do expansion, slowly, relax, So, untuk first one is a 1 squared minus square root of 3 squared. Okay, the top will be 5 minus 5 surd 3 plus surd 7. Okay, minus surd 7 surd 3. Okay, plus 1 squared minus surd 3 squared. The top will be 4 plus 4 surd 3 minus surd 7 minus surd 7 surd 3. Okay, guys, this is what this is what we are supposed to get. This blue color we simplify, we are supposed to get this one. Okay, nampak harap korang nampak clear. And this one we simplify, kita dapat yang sebelah sini. Okay, so apa kita kena buat ialah simplify both side. Okay, so kita akan dapat this one 5. Okay, negative, surd 21 surd 21. Okay, so 5 surd 3. Okay, 5 minus 5 surd 3 tambah surd 7 minus surd 21 tambah 4 tambah 4 surd 3 tolak surd 7 tolak surd 21. Okay, over by 1 square tolak surd 3 squared. That means 1 tolak 3, negatif 2. Okay, negatif 2. Okay. So, ni korang akan dapat ni panjang So, simplify everything. Okay. 5 tambah 4, 9. Negative 5 surd 3 plus 4 surd 3, it become negative surd 3. Surd 7 minus surd 7, mati. Negative surd 21 minus surd 21, so it becomes negative 2 surd 21 over by negative 2. Okay guys, so after I simplify, I get this one. Okay, this thing, and then if you see, remember I told you negative cannot put in the middle, right? At the denominator, right? So you must put in the middle. So it will become negative 9 minus surd 3 minus 2 surd 21 over by 2. This is the final answer. Oh, sorry, this one. Okay. So negative we put in the middle like this. Okay. So guys, what we can do here. Okay. Kalau korang tengok buku teks, dia tak ada negatif kan? Sebab apa? This negative dia expand on the top. So negative 9, negative and negative become plus. You see the textbook become plus, and negative here become plus again. So the final answer negative 9 plus surd 3 plus 2 surd 21 over by 2. Okay. So therefore we can expand the negative, so it become negative 9 tambah surd 3 tambah 2 surd 21 over by 2. Okay, that will be the end of our example. Okay, example 16, and then the rest is a problem solving. Okay, problem solving I leave it later. So guys, this is what about surd. Okay, so kita dah habis actually we almost habis about surd, except the problem solving tak sempat. Okay, so that's all for today. I hope you guys boleh faham tentang apa yang what we are learn today. Okay, we are learning about surd. So please do your own recap again after this, because this is a new thing for you maybe. So you can see here there's a lot of surd and over a fraction. Okay, so please be careful with the surd. Actually, it's a very easy, semudah ABC MS ni. Okay, so this is the conclusion. So we are learning surd today, already finished. Just we didn't discuss the KBAT question and also the problem solving question. Okay, that one will be will be on the next class. Okay, so let me brief again as a surface. Now, surd, make sure you know the definition. These three very important: rational, irrational, and recurring numbers. And second, you must remember the law of surd. These two laws, and the third is the perfect square numbers. Okay, so perfect square numbers start from 1, right? So 1 we can remove from the list because 1 doesn't mean anything in our method to solve the surd problem. Okay, so it must be 4 onwards. And the last one, the rationalization. Ini yang panjang We got focus on the denominator, and number 2, the formula. We got 2 here, direct conjugate and indirect conjugate. Okay, so we already finished this subtopic 4.2. So I wish you good luck. Please do your own recap. Please do your own revision. Okay, macam biasa, kalau anda ada masalah, sila tinggalkan di ruangan komen di bawah video ini. Okay, so guys, itu saja untuk hari ini. So kepada murid-murid Muslim, saya ucapkan selamat berbuka puasa sebentar lagi, dan kepada semua rakan-rakan yang lain juga, okay, selamat bercuti. Okay, bukan masa air, selamat duduk kat rumah. Okay, buat revision balik, dan jika ada apa-apa kita jumpa, tinggalkan di bahagian komen. Okay, so itu saja untuk hari ini. Okay guys, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay guys.